Next thing we're going to do, we're going to pivot over into TikTok. So TikTok home, the TikTok cult home was raided by FBI. Now, I didn't even know, but they said it was based off a Netflix documentary. So we'll watch the trailer of the documentary right now, and then we'll get into the raid of it to see what it's talking about. So let's go over into it's called, the Netflix show was called Dancing with the Devils. Dancing for the Devil. The 7 million TikTok cult. So let's jump over into this and see what it's talking about.
Today is my sister's birthday. We're not allowed to contact her and we're blocked on absolutely everything. We have 2 daughters. We don't just have one. All of the dancers that she dances with, someone else is controlling their lives.
I don't want to say I was in a cult.
How did I let myself get sucked into something like that?
Miranda and I knew that we always wanted dance to be a part of our lives.
California and dancing, it was their big dream.
Men and women travel to LA with their big dream of being on stage and just get wrapped up in a lot of things that aren't fair for them.
7M, an entertainment company founded by Robert Shin, who's also the pastor of LA-based Shekinah Church.
This is a church, but they're also a management company. I just felt a little funny about that.
When he found the dancers, he saw all this an opportunity to be like a world famous social media talent manager.
Social media, it was new. Like, man, I can do this and get money from my art. I want to do this.
He would always share whenever someone would get a deal.
All this money, it's all going to Robert.
It started out fairly innocuous, but the control slowly grew.
I could be in an unsafe environment.
This is a cult.
They would say, like, cut off your family because you need to work on yourself.
You have to die to your family in order to save them. As a man of God,
crazy.
I wasn't thinking that he would ever do anything wrong to me or someone.
When you raise somebody and all of a sudden to see a shell of your daughter, I don't know who this person is.
There were these sleuth accounts popping up. Former members were saying people suffered in his church for decades.
I felt so betrayed. It was awful.
I want Robert to never be able to do this ever again. Whatever you sow, you're gonna reap. That's what he teaches, right?
Okay, so that is the trailer to the Netflix documentary that they're talking about. So now we're going to get over into the FBI recently raided the house that they're talking about in this whole TikTok cult. So let's jump over into that and see what that's talking about. This is absolutely crazy. Never know what's happening. You got to be careful with who you trust to manage you, because we hear it all the time about especially back in the day where the music companies, or even now the music companies or any kind of talent agency would just have them, oh my God, awful deals where they control and brainwash them. But let's jump right into this and for the FBI raid. So let's get into it.
Now to this, a quiet Tahunga neighborhood rocked by flashbangs. Federal agents storm a property tied to the shocking allegations of sex trafficking. That dramatic raid today tied to an alleged TikTok cult.
Fox 11's Gina Silva. She joins us now live in Tahunga with more there. Gina?
Well, it may have started as a Netflix documentary, but now it is a full-blown federal investigation. Now, right behind me, this property is usually closed up tight every single day, but today, federal agents ran through that gate.
Attention. Anyone inside? Come to the front door with your hands up. We have a search warrant.
It sounded like gunshots to me.
In the early morning hours, local and federal law enforcement arrived in this quiet Tahunga neighborhood to serve a search warrant, alleging sex trafficking, money laundering, tax evasion, mail fraud, and COVID-19 pandemic-related fraud.
It's really, really creepy, and this is a really great, quiet little community, and a lot of families.
They must have rammed the gate to get in there. Look at that.
The front gate of the property lies mangled and twisted. Clear evidence of a forced entry. Sky Fox captured video of 5 people in handcuffs. This is the same location tied to Shekinah Church and 7M Films, both at the center of serious allegations in a Netflix documentary released in May 2024.
7M, an entertainment company founded by Robert Shin, who's also the pastor of LA-based Shekinah Church.
The documentary, titled Dancing for the Devil, the 7M TikTok cult, alleges emotional and psychological manipulation.
It started out fairly innocuous, but the control slowly grew.
We feel liberated. We feel that finally maybe there's a chance for justice to be served.
Melanie Lee joined Shekinah Church at 15 and left in her 20s. She accuses Pastor Shin of abuse and running the group as a cult. After years of urging law enforcement to investigate, she now says she feels vindicated.
I know for a fact that they will find things that he's done that are, evil, and he's a criminal. I can definitely say that, whatever's coming for him, he deserves it.
Right now, the search warrant is sealed, so we don't have an idea as to what the agents were looking for at this specific property. But former members say whatever it is, they're confident the agents will find it. I'll send it back to you in the studio.
How long, Gina, have federal investigators been working this case?
The documentary came out in May of 2024. We don't know how long ago this investigation started, and like I said, the search warrant is still sealed, so we don't know the details. But the former member we spoke with has been part of the investigation, and she says that they've been working very hard on this for quite some time. She didn't give me a timeline.
Gina Silva, thank you for your reporting.
In Southern California.
Absolutely crazy. I can't, oh my God. Be careful. That's all I can say is you get involved with some of these people who try to be talent managers, and you never know what they're capable of. You never know what they are capable of. And to think that they did a whole documentary on this. Last year they released it. And now they're finally being rated. That's crazy. They released a documentary before saying all these allegations before they even raid the place, and it's still going on. Yeah, that's crazy. Over a year ago. That is, oh my God. That is wild. That is wild. Now tell me your thoughts. Did you watch the documentary? Because I never watched that documentary. I haven't had it Netflix in a while. But what are your thoughts? What do you think they're going to be charged with? A cult. He was basically running it like a cult, tied to a church. I'm assuming they said it was taking their money, saying that he's signing all these deals, tax fraud, all that stuff. Crazy, absolute crazy. And the FBI finally raided it. What do you think he's going to get charged with? Do you think he was, or do you think he wasn't doing anything wrong? I highly doubt that we have some people like that, but hey, it is your right to have that discussion or have that opinion. So let's talk about it. The main thing with my whole channel is that I want to have a civilized discussion about it. Let's talk about it. If you feel a certain type of way, make your point known so we can discuss it. That's all. That's always the best way to have conversations, so we can understand what people are thinking. But that's a crazy story. We had to bring it up. All right, everybody, remember this is